a very interesting opportunity for me traveling so far away from where I live in Los Angeles, California, and coming to Moscow and getting a chance to see all these great young saxophone players. Not just young people, there were great professionals and also kids that were just starting out and everybody in between. Probably about 40 saxophone players, and we sat in a room, we talked, they asked questions, we all played. Basically, it's about change is going to happen whether you like it or not. So how do you do it? You either can say no, and it's going to happen anyway, or you can just sort of embrace it and put your arms around it and let it envelop you, and that's what Hello Tomorrow is all about. I absolutely do. Music itself will always be around because it provides that sense of comfort and a communication on a level that words can't. I can say more, I can sit here and talk with you for 2 hours, but you can say more with one note on an instrument if it's made with that right intention. Basically, a kid who's in the hospital, if they're in the hospital for perhaps they're a burn victim or a cancer victim, they're hospitalized for long periods of time. It's really a nightmare, not only for the kid but for the family. You know, their lives are completely upended. And so Starlight comes in there, and whether they bring an activity center or fun center, computers to the kid who can't get out of bed, or they turn one of the rooms in the hospital into a complete oasis where kids will come in there and they'll forget that they're in the hospital. Or if a kid is able to get out of the hospital, they'll plan these wonderful great escapes for the family and friends and the kids. It's really, I've seen firsthand the smiles that they put on these kids' faces. So, artist, I'm not so sure. I think music is the thread that holds everything together, and it's probably the thing that, for me, is the most natural for me, but it's also the most challenging because I'm the hardest on myself in that idiom. And I have to say, I have been completely, Neil, knocked out by the musicianship and the quality of musicians here in Moscow. It's fantastic.